The fog off the bay was a penitentiary in itself, a cold, wet shroud that swallowed sounds and separated Alcatraz from the world of light and life. For the night watchman, Leo, it was just a job. He'd walk the corridors, his flashlight beam a lonely scout in the absolute dark, listening to the muttering of the old heating pipes. He didn't believe the stories. The rock was just stone and rust and regret, all of it empty. Tonight was different. The fog was thicker, and a deep, gelid cold had settled into the cell block that the heaters couldn't touch. His rounds took him past the row of solitary confinement cells, the hellhole doors, solid steel with a tiny slit for food. As he passed cell 14D, he heard it. A scratch. Not a rat scratch, but a slow, deliberate scraping of metal on concrete. He stopped, his breath pluming in the air. He shone his light through the slit. Empty, as always. Just bare concrete and the stink of damp and decay. He walked on. 10 paces later, the sound came again, this time from directly behind him. From the same cell. His blood went colder than the air. He turned, marched back, and yanked open the heavy door. The beam of his light swept the small, barren space. Nothing. He was about to close the door when he saw it. Etched into the concrete floor, fresh and raw, was a series of marks. 5 vertical lines, crossed through with a 6th. A tally. It hadn't been there on his previous round. A wave of primal fear washed over him. He slammed the door shut, the clang echoing like a gunshot through the cell block. The echo didn't fade. It multiplied, transforming into the sound of 100 cell doors slamming shut in a rapid, percussive rhythm that had no source. Clang. Clang. Clang, clang, clang. Leo ran. He didn't care about professionalism anymore. He fled towards the central corridor, but the prison seemed to have shifted. The familiar route was a canyon of shadow, the cells on either side now buzzing with a low, phantom murmur. He heard snippets, a muttered curse in a southern drawl, a sob, the faint clinking of invisible chains. He stumbled into the main shower room, a vast, tiled cavern. The air was thick with the ghost of cheap, lye soap and the palpable memory of humiliation. From the rusting shower heads, a fine, cold mist began to fall, though the pipes had been dry for half a century. Drops pattered on the tiles, but when he looked, the floor was bone dry.